Well, I made a video today in the house, and I messed it up so bad. This might be messed up too, but I messed it up, and I thought, oh, I can't upload that. And so I thought, I'll let it go do something else. But it was bugging me. I wanted to do something, upload a video today, a live video, not live, but present day. But anyways, what I was talking about is this was in my car, and it's a bag of doily stuff. Let me see, something's wrong here. Here, I had it too close. And this is a doily I probably last worked on maybe 4 years ago. And this here is a pattern book from 1955. Oh, and my nails are just terrible. This was just about coming off. And look at those. They're just awful. And I put super glue on to hold them on. But I did get some press-on nails I'm going to try. And my nails are never strong and thick. The only reason why I had pretty nails, and they were pretty, is because I used powder dip. Get the water instead. Because I was using powder dip. And, of course, everything's now closed. All the shops are closed. And if this is the worst of my dilemmas of being shut in with this, that I can't get my nails done, that's just, I'm so fortunate. But anyways, yeah, they look a mess, and I'm sorry you have to look at them. But I'll change them. I have the acetone, which I don't like to use. It's so chemical, so heavy, but I'll soak them off. And I've been putting super glue on, and that's why, whoops, my pattern almost blew away. And that's why the super glue's on. I get a big mess. But anyways, here's my pattern book. And let's see, no shadow. And this is from 1955. And wind's gonna blow. And I usually don't drag them around and wreck them like this. But from one of my other videos, you'd see that I have probably about 10 big black binder books, and there's probably, I don't know how many, 50, geez, could I have that many? 30, 40, maybe 20, 30, 40 books like this in those binder books. And I got a lot of doubles of them, because, I did buy them on eBay, and I always love to buy lots when you buy a big lot of stuff, same stuff. And so anyways, I do have probably a couple more of these. This book itself, this star book, which was in 1955. I probably have about 2 or 3 of these in good condition that I have squirreled away in those books. And I have a frog in my throat. I'm sorry. Let's see if I can get rid of it. I'm going to have some of my coffee. All right, hold on. Okay, I'm back. So anyways, I wouldn't be so destructive with my books because I have great respect for these antiques. But this one, I think when I got it, someone had already stapled it, and so I've used it just as is. And the pattern that I didn't finish was this cluster stitch, and I was reading it, and I realized I don't remember how to make a cluster stitch today. But you just Google it online, and it will come back to me, I think. But this is one. But I'm looking at this. I better put this in my little bag here. I was looking at it, and I think, this is such a complicated pattern, or not complicated, but what happens is every row is a different combination of stitches. That's how you say it. And I think what I did is I read the wrong row. I think I did half the row on the right round. I did the stitching for the correct round. And then I got halfway through and I forgot what round I was on. Or I don't sit and do them for hours. You take a break. This one I said it's probably been 3 or 4 years. But I think I'm going to iron it out and try to figure out where I am and what I did wrong. It seems to me this last here was chain stitch, and then looks like 4 or 5 double crochet stitches, and then this one is tied together. See the difference? It's all the same. The only different, same stitches, only difference with this one and that one is how you pull together the top stitch. Instead of putting your stitch in this last one, you probably can't, I can't remember, but I'll figure it out. But anyway, so what it looks like is you have two of those, and then you put this on the top. Now, what hung me up here, do I have two of those? There's two of those. Oops, sorry, I don't have two hands. Two of those and one in the middle. But I don't think that's what I have here. Hold on while I pull it apart. You know what? On closer examination, it looks like I'm going to be okay. Because what happens here is I've got two double crochet stitches that this 4 double crochet stitches are hooked into. I don't know if you guys can see that. Whoops, I'm not even on the right page there. And so over here, let's go see if we can see them both from this side. Where I'm coming up to is I would chain stitch here, and then it looks like right in those two in the center, do this 4. There's 2 double crochet stitches in there. Wish I had my tripod set up. I think I'm going to be okay. So a chain, this is a double crochet stitch. See right here, 2 or 3. Depends on how many, it's just a regular stitch, just depends on how many times you wrap the thread around before you pull it through. But anyways, that's my big adventure, because I think I'm really close to the end on this one. And I did use a smaller hook, not the number 12 instead of a 10 that they suggested. And I didn't use Puritan thread. That's what this star uses. And this thread here, it's a Coats. Let's see, get it in there. Coats. And that is a 6-cord thread. And this is beautiful, beautiful thread I got on eBay, vintage thread. And what the 6-cord means is, see the cord here, instead of 3, generally it comes 3-cord, and that just means 3 pieces of string twisted very tightly. This is 6 pieces, 6 strings. And so it's stronger, costs a little bit more, I suppose. And I don't know how much these balls cost when they were new, and I can't remember what I paid for these, because I collected this stuff many years ago. I have to say, almost 10 years ago. Did I? Yeah, it was around 2012. Oh my goodness, time flies. But all I have out here with me is this in a size 12 hook and this one book. Let me see here. Don't fall in the lake. I looked at some of my old videos when I did my Pandora hauls out here in the dock, and I can hardly believe that it could have fell in the lake a couple times. They even shook, and that would have been a real mess. Can you imagine all those brand new charms I bought and bracelets falling into the lake? We probably got about 4 or 5 feet here, but of course you never want to jump in and go through the muck. But maybe I would for the Pandora. It would have been awful, so I have to be careful if I bring my jewelry out here again. Anyways, where am I at with this? I think I'm going to try to redo this, but like I said, I used a smaller hook instead of a 10. So this is a smaller doily than what it would turn out as if I would have used the crochet hook number 7, which has got a bigger, thicker head on it compared to the 12 I'm using, which is really fine. And I'm trying to think see this Puritan Article 40, they don't tell you what size the thread comes in. I'm so rusty right now. 30 is smaller. I think it goes size 10. I think, did I bring it out? I'll show you the difference. I think I brought a doily out with a bigger thread. bigger thread count. See the difference, how thick this thread is? So that's a thicker thread, and you'd use a thicker needle. See the difference? I think this is a size 10. It's heavy. And where are my needles here? You look at the lake while I dig for those. Oh, I hope they don't fall in the lake. All right. Well, let me see. How am I going to do this? Hold on. Okay, I'm rolling. Okay, this is a size 12. And I got a lot of these vintage ones. I got millions of these hooks. A 12 is very thin on the end. You probably can't even see it. Very thin hook. A larger size hook, like a number 7, is thicker. It's bigger, you know, it's heavier. And that's what you'd use for a thicker thread. And if you don't use what's recommended for the patterns, they turn out different. They not the same size. Like, I'm not using the same thread that they recommend. Most common thread is the coats. Where'd it go? That I showed you. This is the most common thread. J&P coats. Big. This is big ball, means it's a little bit bigger, and it's a 6 cord. This is more common than Puritan, and of course, Star Books just wanted you to buy the thread that they were endorsed by or whatever. But I'm going to try to redo that, and I'm going to redo my nails. And I hope this video is okay today. I just wanted to say hi. And I haven't been uploading that many videos. You know, the stores are closed. I'm digging around trying to find old videos of, you know, my shopping adventures. And I think I have a Coach one I found I can do for today. But I hope everyone's staying well. And we're still, you know, they're talking, some places are talking about opening up. And, you know, opening up restaurants and have 10 clients in at a time, or people. I guess that's all good. You know, everyone has to have their business going. I mean, this is such a strange time. Really a strange. But I'm going to hang low as long as I feel it's safe to hang low. And I'm going to continue to wear my masks. And I kind of like being away from people, to tell you the truth. Okay, I'm going to go. All right, bye.